Well, Gemma, ahead of the first game of the season on Sunday, how do you reflect on how pre-season has gone?
Do you know what, Sam? We've had a really good pre-season. We've had the grass to train on down at the academy. COVID has allowed us to have smaller groups to work with, and then we've been able to build on that. We've had plenty of numbers in and around competing for places, so it's been quite a healthy and competitive pre-season. The games have been tough that we've had. We've played Durham, United, Everton and Liverpool and Birmingham. So we've had a tough pre-season, but it's something that you want really to test the team and to identify the strengths and the weaknesses that we have. We've made some fantastic signings over the summer, really fantastic signings that we've been able to attract those players. So yeah, it's exciting. It's been one of our better pre-seasons, I'd say.
And just on those new signings, how have they embedded into the squad during pre-season, looking ahead now to the first game?
Do you know what? They've all just got their heads down and got on with it. I know there's a few more to announce over the course of this week, so I don't want to mention names. But the girls that we've brought in, they've certainly added to competition, and much like how I like to play it, really sort of below the radar. And I've watched all the interviews so far for the players that we've brought in, and they've very much spoken about how they want to cement their place in the starting 11, how they want to gain valuable experience at this level. But actually they're bringing in themselves some quality experience, and they haven't looked out of place, and it's a good vibe around the club currently with the youth that we've brought in, because they're so eager to prove a point, and that's fantastic for the girls that are a little bit more experienced. It gives them a bit of a kick as well. So it's been a really good, encouraging pre-season.
We travel to Leicester City on Sunday. How do you approach that game?
Well, yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a tough start to our season, to our campaign. We've got to come across the likes of Liverpool and Leicester and Lionesses, all that full-time clubs. We're not quite at that stage yet, but obviously it's something that we want to aspire to be. So small steps for us at the minute, but Leicester obviously have confirmed just recently in terms of their the pledge from the male football club to take the ladies under the wing, which is fantastic. That's something that I'm sure they'll be. It's really encouraging signs for women's football, but of course with that comes huge investment as well. And something that we're just not in a position to match at this moment. So with that investment, they've brought in some quality players. So of course, those girls are going to have a point to prove. They're going to be high flyers this season, no doubt, and it's going to be incredibly tough against a team that's relatively new established in terms of the personnel that have brought in, but they're all experienced players. So we're going to turn up, we're going to give them a go, and we're going to ensure that we give a good account of ourselves, and we're going to keep learning, and we'll keep pushing forwards as well. And
a former player as well that we'll come across in Tash, who left us in the summer, is now at Leicester. Might be a strange one to come up against her.
So Tash left us in the summer to join Leicester. Probably the worst kept secret that for her. But Tash needed a new challenge. She'd done fantastic for Rovers, and I phoned her not so long back after she'd announced she was leaving, just to say thanks to her. Really, she scored some important goals for us to put us in the Championship, and she also scored some really important goals in the Championship to keep us here as well. And I'll forever be grateful to her for that. But she needed a new challenge, and I know Leicester had been after Tash for quite a number of seasons, So I wish her the best of luck at Leicester, but not so much for this particular Sunday.
It will be strange as well on Sunday to be playing behind closed doors in a competitive game for the first time. Does that change anything about the game for you?
Well, I guess no, because it's become the new norm almost now. We've experienced it over the course of pre-season, playing behind closed doors, going through all the protocols. So not so much to me. I guess the players may have a different answer, but as it's our away game, unlikely that we would have had many visiting spectators following us to Leicester's ground. It's an absolute trek. That said, I can't wait for the fans to be able to come and watch again. I know, we have a really good nucleus of people coming to support the girls, and I think they'll be really pleasantly surprised by the girls that we've retained. Obviously, they're the regulars and well known amongst the fans, but also the girls that we've brought in as well, and a number of those have obviously been through our academy as well, so it's fantastic to welcome them back, and I look forward to almost presenting them in front of our fans when we're able to return, and it's safe for them to do so as well.